Hello, it's Susan here from Boku No Hero Cosplay, and today we're going to be making a Himiko Toga cosplay from Boku No Hero Academia. To make Toga's pleated skirt, I am using some dark blue Kona cotton from my local Joann's, and we're going to cut a rectangle for the waistband, then fold it in half, and we're going to sew all along the edge, along the bottom, and back up along the other side using a zigzag stitch along the edge, so that way it'll hold the two pieces together and help keep the edges from fraying. For the base part of the skirt, we're just going to cut one very long length of the blue fabric and pleat it until it is the same length as the waistband. Putting right sides together, sew the waistband along the top of the skirt. Then press the waistband upwards and top stitch it into place. Sew the back of the skirt closed, and we're also going to insert a zipper. Then finish the edges of the skirt with a rolled hem. Now that Toga's skirt is done, we're going to move on to the base of the uniform. I've made quite a few school uniforms. I'll put a link to the Pop Team Epic school uniform because that uses a similar design if you want to make the base part of the shirt from scratch. However, I wanted to try something a little bit different since I've made quite a few school uniforms following the exact same pattern in the past. So for this time I got a t-shirt, and I'm just going to add the sailor collar to that since you don't see her shirt underneath the sweater. For the uniform collar, we're going to be using Simplicity 8160, and we're going to cut two of the collar pieces out of the navy blue fabric, and on one of the collar pieces we're going to iron on some fusible interfacing to make it a little bit stiffer. Then we're going to use some thin white bias tape to sew two lines along the edge of the interfaced piece to create the stripes. Putting right sides together, we're now going to sew the underside to the top of the collar piece all along the edge. Turn the collar piece right side out, and we're going to zigzag along the neck piece of the collar, and this is going to hold the two pieces together and help keep it from fraying. Pin the sailor collar to the t-shirt and trim away the excess. Now we're going to sew the collar to the shirt along where we just pinned. After sewing the collar to the shirt, I then folded it inward and stitched underneath to try and keep everything in place. Now we're going to cut a piece for the little insert in the front of the shirt. Mine ended up being a little bit oval-like, and I'm just applying some fusible interfacing to the back of it. Then fold the insert piece in half and zigzag along the edges to help keep them from fraying and to hold the two sides together. Then use the bias tape to sew on two more stripes. Insert the insert piece behind the collar and sew into place along the line of stitching from earlier to secure it into place. To make Toga's necktie, we're going to cut a long piece of red fabric that is tapered at the ends. Hem along the edges of the scarf with a rolled hem. Then we're going to make the knot by cutting two pieces out of the red fabric, and we're going to sew them together along the sides to create a tube. Turn the tube right side out and press it flat. Then we're going to zigzag along the edges to keep them from fraying. Then fold the tube in half, and we're going to sew it together along the edge. Then hand sew the loop to the front of the shirt. Flip up the collar and insert the tie through the knot loop from both directions. And I've finished off the look with a cardigan that I got off of Amazon I'll put an affiliate link in the description box below if you want to see the one that I got. But we are now all finished with Himiko's school uniform. For more cosplay tutorial videos, please subscribe, and thank you very much for watching. Bye.